Hey y'all, today on Terrence's Tips, I'm going to share with you 10 tips about sales from day 2 of Grant Cardone's 10X Business Bootcamp. Starting with the first one, money follows attention. So we need to get the customer's attention, and then we need to pay attention when we're qualifying customers. This will help us to establish things like, can the customer buy from us? Will they buy from us? Or when will they buy from us? Or why will they buy from us? Yeah. And why also would they give us all this money for the products or services that we're selling? Second tip, there are 10 mistakes that we make when qualifying customers. And 3 of my favorites of those 10 are not asking relevant questions, not finding out what the customer values, and then also not saying the price. Third tip, the most powerful thing in the sales cycle is hard questions, because hard questions allow us to qualify customers and make sure that they're real buyers. Their answers will tell us what's driving them to buy our product or service. Number 4, there are 3 hard questions that I particularly like from the 10 that were shared. The first one is, how much do you believe of what I shared with you today? This is to help you see the objections or any skepticism the customer may have. Second of the 3, why would you change your mind? Helping us to see if the customer is thinking about changing their mind. And probably the most powerful one and the money earner is have you seen enough to make a decision? The 5th tip, asking the right hard questions gets you the info that matters to the customer and gets you to close. The 6th tip, have and follow a sales process. So Cardone's sales process is greet, qualify, demonstrate, make a proposal, close the offer, and follow up. Which brings me to the 7th tip, which is an eye-opener. 80% of sales happen between the 5th and the 12th follow-up. Yet 40% of sales organizations in America don't do even one follow-up. The 8th tip, 0 is a price. 0 is a number, so free is actually a price. And yet the vast majority of customers don't seem to value things that are free. Cardone gave the example of having 1 million people register for one of his events, and yet for free, and only 55,000 of those showed up for the event. The 9th tip, he advises us to overcome objections by giving the customer bigger problems to consider. Customer is worried about paying, for argument's sake, $40,000 to train 20 of his sales staff on sales training. Help him to see that even if 2 of those people did the training, that his organization is likely to make millions of dollars. So he's actually losing potentially millions of dollars, and he's worried about 40,000. The final tip, build certainty level through marketing and pricing. Customers need to be certain before they'll buy from us. And the way to increase the certainty is to make sure we have built a big pipeline. We add a product line, and then we also use tiered pricing. All right, y'all, see you during the next tips.